In this video, I'm going to be sharing some simple tips for eating right. With so many different diets out there and so many varying opinions on what is healthy, it can be extremely difficult to know what you should eat. I'm not a fan of fad diets. Certain diets may be beneficial in certain circumstances for certain people, but everyone can benefit from general guidelines on what food is healthy and unhealthy. Let's start by talking about grains. Grains include wheat, barley, corn, oat, rice, rye, millet, and spelt. Most people tolerate grains, but it doesn't mean it needs to be the major staple in your diet. Grains should only be eaten in moderation. There are two major types of grains, whole grains and refined grains. Whole grains do not have any part of the grain removed and are a better source of fiber and nutrients, so they tend to be healthier. Examples of whole grains would be brown rice, whole wheat, and oats. Refined grains are processed, and part of the grain is removed. This reduces the nutrient value of the grain. Examples of refined grains are white rice, white flour, and products made with white flour. It is best to limit or avoid your consumption of refined grains, because a diet high in these foods can lead to various chronic diseases. The next food group is protein. You can get protein from both animal and plant sources. It is best to eat a mixture of animal and plant protein in order to obtain the amino acids that your body needs. Animal sources of protein include various meats, eggs, and even milk and cheese. Plant sources of protein include legumes such as beans, peas, and lentils, nuts and nut butter, and seeds. The next food group is vegetables. It is best to eat a variety of vegetables in different colors because they generally contain different nutrients. You should limit or avoid more starchy vegetables such as white potatoes and corn. Organic vegetables are always best because they are not contaminated with pesticides that can affect your health. But if you can't afford to eat all organic vegetables, you can prioritize eating organic for what is known as the dirty dozen. These are the crops most highly contaminated with pesticides. The vegetables in this group are peppers, green beans, kale, and spinach. The next food group is fruit. Similar to vegetables, there are certain fruits that are more important to eat organic. Generally, they are the fruits with a thinner skin. There are more fruits than vegetables in this list. They include strawberries, blueberries, peaches and nectarines, apples, grapes, pears, and cherries. Whole fruit is always better than drinking fruit juice because whole fruit contains fiber and more nutrients. If you are concerned about your blood sugar, the best fruit to avoid is bananas. And the fruit that will have the most limited effect on blood sugar is berries. The next food group we're going to talk about is fats. There's the most confusion in our society about fats. It is best to avoid trans fats, which are hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated fats. These fats are chemically altered to increase shelf life, and they can lead to many chronic diseases such as heart disease and obesity. Trans fats are found in a lot of fast foods, fried foods, vegetable oil, and margarine. The healthier fats are olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, and even butter, lard, and tallow. The final food group is dairy. Dairy includes both fats and some protein. If you are drinking milk, it is best to switch to raw milk rather than pasteurized milk. Pasteurized milk is heated to very high temperatures, which destroys many of the enzymes, nutrients, and antibodies in the milk. The enzymes are important for digestion and absorption of milk in the body. Natural cheeses can be good for those who tolerate dairy, but you should stay away from processed cheeses, such as American cheese, Velveeta, and spray cheese. So as you can see, eating healthy doesn't have to be complicated or difficult. Making some simple changes to your diet can make a big impact on your health.